Welcome to this week's episode of Operation Support Local. I am your host, Derek Fage. Thanks so much for tuning in. We have another exciting show for you, of course, showcasing businesses here in our community, organizations that have been impacted by the pandemic. And we're going to start off with Lee Valley Tools. They are a Canadian success story with 20 stores right across the country, and they have been impacted a great deal by the pandemic, having to lay off many of their employees. They're starting to see many of those employees, of course, coming back as we started to open up. However, they had to change the way they did business, and they did it in a very unique way. Have a look.
Well, we're celebrating our 43rd year. It's still family operated. We're in our second generation. We pre-COVID, we're at about 1,000 employees. We have 20 stores from coast to coast in Canada. We do our own manufacturing. Right here in Ottawa, we have about 160 people that support Canadian-made manufacturing in addition to our retail stores. Taking you back to mid-March and the impact of the pandemic on Lee Valley. Lee Valley was actually in a tough spot. We had just launched our website a few months prior to that, and we were going through, a fairly typical deployment dive where your customers retract as they adjust to the website. And then under stress already, this pandemic hit. And in the early days, it was pretty critical. It hit us really hard. Stores were closed. We weren't sure what to do, so we had to go right into survival mode. As a result, we had to take our workforce almost back to half of where we were at because the stores were closed, and with 20 stores, that's a big retail workforce. But what we were able to do pretty quickly, with a little luck, being essential, selling tools and hardware, we were able to adjust our business model, with respect to the stores and our fulfillment operation. That new website that we were under stress worked out well for us because as the world was under house arrest, people were looking to online, and the conversion to our online sales in some cases almost doubled. And we saw tremendous interest in things to do at home. Where we were lucky once again and fortunate is that our product offering. Work at home tools, craft, hobbies, backyard, container, gardening, you name it. What we sold was really appealing to people. With respect to our stores, Lee Valley, a rare unknown fact was that we were one of the pioneers of curbside pickup. We've been doing it for 25 years. So it was quite simple for us to activate all of our stores as curbside pickup. And another unique characteristic of Lee Valley, as mentioned earlier, is we're a showroom with a warehouse of product in the back. So it's not self-serve, it's you select your items and then we'll pick them for you. In addition to curbside pickup, we were able to activate all 20 stores into fulfillment centers to help offset the load and burden of the increased volume online. And that's how Lee Valley was actually able to shine when the big giants weren't able to. So initially, it was a shutdown and then curbside only. Then when we did reopen the stores, there was a limited occupancy, limited number of customers in at once. Full PPE for our staff, right? And then get the plexi shields up, the floor markings, pretty much all the standard guidelines and best practices that we're following. But in addition to those, Lee Valley, prior to the app, you'd write down your orders on your order form. We eliminated those, and then we actually had our employees working with the customers. We increased the tap to encourage cashless checkouts, and pretty much dove right into the application to help with the contactless shopping right away. We took the application, and it's not like a Apple application where you have to download it to your phone and clutter up your phone. This is literally resides right on our website. So you walk into our store with your phone, you pull up our website, and there's a little scan icon. You just tap that, select your store, off you go. You go through the showroom, you scan product, you can read more about it, you can check the on hand, you can add it to your cart, continue to shop, and when you're ready, you just submit it to the counter. We'll go pick it for you. We'll call out your name, we'll check you out, send you on your way. You haven't touched anything. It's completely safe, and it's using a device you're comfortable with and a website that you're familiar with. Amazingly, 9 out of 10 people that used it loved it and want to use it again. As we started to reopen the stores, we've brought back quite a bit of our workforce. So right now we're at about 85% of where we were. We're still on some reduced hours at our stores. We just feel it's responsible. We're also seeing that traffic patterns have changed. The way people have shopping has changed. People aren't really browsing as much. It's far more transactional than it used to be. In, get what you need, get out. So 85 is where we're at, and we're still cautious because, quite frankly, there's still a number of sectors that are still shut down, right? Travel, entertainment. So we are grateful for this renewed interest in craft and hobby, but we don't know, like any other retailer, what the fall will bring and what the new year will bring.